And this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by...
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important,
there he goes left side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Offside. Defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Barkley, inside handoff. He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read.
That's a Titans touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the upright. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Richardson off the play fake. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the...
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Barkley is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Titans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action with Richardson. And this one's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Cup 19. Ready.
Richardson. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 39. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game.
Touchdown, Texans. Bijan Robinson, 27 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Moody good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. Bijan Robinson. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Ready, go. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Nolan Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. With it is Jackson. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Robinson up the middle. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Here's a screen for Robinson. Fights loose. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out the zone blitz, he's going to win that ball just about every time.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Robinson, and the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Faulkner. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll go in the box as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pressure gets to him again.
Nolan Smith.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in his first half. And now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they're bringing back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also going to lose 7 downs.
When you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
88 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Richardson going to change the play here.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've seen what was a comfortable 21-0 lead go completely by the wayside. Now 21-all as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Faulkner. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
All I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Trenton Simpson.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So then 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And Baker, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will... timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Jackson.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
Thus far, he's been quite the dual threat. Touchdown on the ground, another through the air. He's just so versatile, isn't he?
He is, and he's exactly what I think we're looking for in the NFL now out of the running back position. Guys who can do everything running it, but also act as receivers. And I don't just mean, you know, the stopgap guys. I don't mean safety valve. I'm talking about big-time parts of it, whether they're going to split out, whether they're going to swing out of the backfield. Sometimes they act like a true wide receiver, and he's having that type of a game in this one.
It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going in both phases. Let's see.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Off play action, Richardson.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling it defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one is all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And here's Brad Robbins now.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Jackson. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we're at halftime of this.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing 2nd half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now it's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's complete to Robinson. They get 7 there on the screen with a set up a 3rd down.
The success they had throwing the football as a pass rusher. You know you got to come hard when you see him drop off the throw. So I really like this trying to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
146 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Bijan Robinson,
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their 1st possession of the 2nd half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their 1st drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out the backfield. There was a guy waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Faulkner Incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, you're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jackson to return.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two. On a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the first down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Robinson's got it. Well, he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
On the run, it's Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
With 207 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Bijan Robinson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. if they want to advance in this divisional round. Look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Steps away to his left. Shelling through. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a home. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They brought the house that time with a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Robinson with another carry. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 56 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They run. Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Bijan Robinson
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 1st down. Newsome.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Zay Flowers, 41 yards. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 on a 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. He'll try and run. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Bijan Robinson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out come the Titans now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newsom. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Here we go, here we go. Crack go 80. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On third down, Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the